need you to go to the back. You guys, we're live, and but I am not at my house. I am at my granny. And guess what? Her phone rang, and she is really taking this phone call. And she really needs to go to the bank and take that call. I just want you all to know this is what happens in real life. So it is what it is.
Okay.
So good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of HR 101. I am your host, Ada Brooks, with Ada Brooks Consulting, where we bring you your weekly HR 101 tip every week. Thank you all for joining me on tonight. I hope that everybody have had a great week and a great day. As we all know, this is the last live for this month as we close out Black History. And what I really wanted to talk about was to say, you all have the power to make Black history. But before I go into that, I need you all to like, comment, tag, and share. I also need for you to watch it on the replay. Thank you if you're going to watch it on the replay. Thank you, Miss Elegant Photography, for liking my photo. Come on and join me over on the book. So now, let's get on into this. All right, I need to send out a big thank you to Dr. Cheatham and Mr. Campbell over at UAPB for having ABC come and speak to his Leadership Academy class. We did this on Monday, and I want to say a big thank you to all those beautiful young people over there. I just feel as if that group of young people, they are going to make Black history one day, because that is a really good group of individuals. And if you see Mr. Campbell or Dr. Cheatham, pat them on the back for making Black history, because they've taken the opportunity to create this Leadership Academy for the next 10 weeks, allowing entrepreneurs to come in and speak to their leadership class. So, Mr. Campbell, thank you so very, very much. I am really appreciate you for considering ABC. Now, let's go ahead and move into what we're going to talk about on tonight. And as you know, I always tie it into Black history, because I'm not Black history ABC, because you can do that. So with that being said, this is what happens when you're not at home. You have to make sure you get everything right. It's okay. I'm going to make it all work together. So on tonight, I want you to know that you have the power to make Black history, not repeat history, but take it and build upon the history that has already been imparted into us. Because guess what? Some of us are where we are because of someone else, because they paved the way for us. And because they paved the way for us, we now can stand on their shoulders and take it further. We do not have to repeat the same steps they made. We take those steps because those are our examples. And we grow from those examples. As my managers, my leaders, my supervisors, because remember, this is how I tie it into HR. You may be the very person that creates Black history for that employee that you come into contact with. So be mindful of those seeds that you plant. Be mindful of the words that you speak into that individual. This could be their first job. This could be their fifth job. This could be entry level into their career. They could be mid career. But guess what? You could be helping that individual make Black history for their family because they may be going for a very important position. They could be a first time college student. They could be the first Black dentist in their family. You just never really know who you are entertaining, who you have the opportunity to make a difference in their life. So we want to be mindful of how we entreat our employees. Make sure we're effectively communicating. Make sure they have the necessary tools they need to progress. Now, I know many of you would probably say, well, Ms. Ada, we've tried this, we've been down this road before. I understand that. But guess what? At some point, somebody spoke into your life. At some point, someone made sure you had the necessary tools you needed. At some point, somebody said, I see the potential, I want to help you. So don't get discouraged. If that's not the one, then move on to the next. But we have the power to make Black history for this generation and the next generation and the next generation to come. So, due to my business owners, to my managers, leaders, supervisors, do not despise your small beginnings because doors will open. Now, what you do with those doors when they open is totally up to you. But you have the power. Don't get discouraged. Don't get off focus. And I know life, as we call it, life happens. Yes, I understand. Life happens. Distractions come. But when those distractions come, get back on course. Like I said a few weeks ago, what is your why? And when you continue to operate in your why, then that's the power that you pull from. Not those things that you're worried about, not those things that cause us to stay up late. I understand it. I'm there with you. I understand it. I know. But when you pull from those things that give you power, then that's when you know what, I'm on to something. If it calls you to stay up a little late, if it calls you to toss and turn, if it calls you to say, I'd rather do this than go to work every day, then yeah, you on to something. But don't get discouraged because you have the power. My managers, my leaders, my supervisors, be mindful. Somebody was on with us. I don't know who it was, but thank you for watching. As you come in, speak to me and I'll speak to you. But let's push each other. Look around in your family or look around in your community. Someone have taken the opportunity to speak into your life, to help you to be the best you can be. And the only reason I can say all of that because I had someone to speak into my life. I had someone to stir up the gifts on the inside of me. And I have to give homage where it's due, and that's to my own pastor, the late great Dr. Ellie Braggs, because he saw so much in so many people. So he's spoken to my life, and I will not be remiss to let this Black history pass and not tell him thank you. But guess what? I tell him thank you every day as if he was still here because he's helping some things come to pass for me. So look around. There are those that you are going to come in contact with that is going to help you on this journey to help make Black history for your family. You could be the first entrepreneur in your family. And you say, but what if I'm not an entrepreneur? It's okay because you don't have to be an entrepreneur. But again, you could be the first person first generation in your family to go to college. You could be that first person to set the example to buy a home, to purchase a nice car, to not live in poverty. These are things, don't, I know we say, but I didn't invent anything. It's okay. It's not about always inventing, but sometimes it's what have you looked back on in your life and what have you done to say, oh my God, I did this. You look at your surroundings, you look at your environment, where you came from, how you were raised, and you look at the things that you have accomplished, and you say, I've done that. Guess what? You've made Black history for your family, if you believe that or not. You have. So don't get mixed up where don't be upset because the start was not what you expected. It's not how you start, but it's how you finish. And it's how you run this race that's been given to you. So on tonight, my managers, my leaders, my supervisors, my employees, I want us to be mindful of how we entreat each other. Because you will meet those individuals along your path that is supposed to help you along the way. Try not so much to listen to what they are saying, but see their spirit and say, okay, I'm going to take what they have to say. Or I hear what they're saying, but let's just pay attention to one another, because we're here to help one another. We're here to help one another grow. We're here to help each other succeed. We're here to help. All of us have chapters that goes along in this book. And sometimes we're going to have to go to those different chapters that's going to recognize or show that young person, oh my God, they do have the same chapter I have, or they have a similar chapter to what I have. And guess what? You would be the very person that be able to reach that young person, or even reach another person that's on your level. So don't get discouraged. So as we close out Black history, I want you to remember you have the power to make Black history for your life, for someone else's life, because everything that we go through is not just for us. Remember that. It's not just for us. So I'm grateful and I'm happy. I want y'all to be grateful and happy too. Come on back and join me next week. But I think next week I may be at home. I'm not real sure. I've been coming down home and seeing my granny and making sure she's good. Because, you know, I have to come glean from the field sometimes too. And every time I come home, I get something different. I get more and more information. Because guess what? She got some nuggets. And I don't know about y'all, but I wanna get some of those nuggets. And I admonish you to get some of those nuggets from your grandparent, great grandparent, if they're still here. So every opportunity, I still get an opportunity to glean from the field. I get to sit at her feet. I get to ask some questions, and she give me some answers, and some she don't, but I'll get them anyway. So I hope you guys have enjoyed your Black history. Continue to grow, continue to encourage, continue to motivate someone. Until next week, come on back and see me. Remember, like, comment, tag, and share. If you're going to watch this on the replay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, I am Ada Brooks with Ada Brooks Consultant, where we bring you your weekly HR101 Tip. Until next week, come on back and see me. I'll see you. You see me. Until next week, have a great evening, everybody. Bye.